Hello, Slidell. Today is Thursday, April 2nd. I about lost track of that myself, so just kind of giving you that every day to keep you on track and let you know that the weekend is coming. We're here today in Old Town in front of another local establishment. Tomorrow's going to be the Mayor Wants to Buy You Lunch Day. So tomorrow, if you call the establishment I'm standing in front of in the morning and you tell them the Mayor wants to buy you lunch, you're going to get $25. If you're the first person to call, you'll get $25 to spend in this establishment. So if you recognize where I'm standing at right now, you recognize the restaurant I'm standing in front of, call tomorrow morning and get on the line to get you free lunch or free dinner from the Mayor. So that's my contribution to what's going on in the community to help these establishments keep going. Patronize them, use them, get out and shop with them as much as you can. We are doing well with our social distancing and lower amounts of traffic and travel around the community, but we have to stay vigilant. This is going to be extended through the end of April by the governor. We have to stay vigilant, which means continue to think about when you're with family, friends, whatever, if you're walking around the block with your spouse, keep that 6 foot minimum distance between the two of you. Make sure you're not spreading anything. If you walk with a neighbor, keep that 6 foot distance. If you go in a store, remember, be aware of everything that's going on around you and try to keep that 6 foot distance between you and the next person. Don't invade their space and they won't invade yours. So you keep that space so that you don't have to be involved in this virus any more than is already affecting us. You don't want it for sure, but it's already affecting our way of life. So remember, social gatherings, that's a no-no right now. Nothing greater than 10 for sure. Avoid those 10s and those numbers if you can. Be socially responsible though. There's a number of stores around town that are providing essential items. Hardware stores, restaurants, grocery stores. They are gearing up to help you be socially responsible. I know several of the stores have bought barricades from the city and are creating queues to get into the store. They're only going to let a certain amount of people in the store at one time, so it enables you to maintain those distances between you and the next person when you're doing your shopping. That's got to be at the first and foremost of your mind. Social responsibility. You're taking care of the next person as they're taking care of you. We'll all get through this together. Now is not a time to let down. We have to be vigilant. Watch out for your neighbors. If you've got elderly neighbors or people that need help in the community, if you're going to the store, go with a purpose. Call them, talk to them, ask them if you can get something for them. Save them a trip. Maybe they'll save you a trip next time. If you got to go out and you got to go to the hardware store, and you got to go to the pharmacy, and you got to go to the grocery store, do it in one trip, one time, once a week. Don't go out multiple times. Take advantage of being at home, taking care of your home, catch up on old projects, cleanups, what have you. Break out your barbecue pit, grill at night whenever these restaurants aren't open. But take advantage of being with your family and being close with your family. But remember, if you do have to go out, be socially responsible. Think about what's going on around you. Keep that distance. Keep the numbers down to a minimal group of people. Keep 6 feet between you when you're conversing, when you're in a store. Jump in those queues at these facilities that are queuing people up. And if you look, the ones that are using our barricades are 8 feet long. If you would stage at every joint of the barricade, you'd have a minimum of 6 feet between you and the next group. So use that as a guide whenever you go in these stores that are doing it. And there's going to be more of them coming, because I've had more call me this morning and ask for barricades. So that'll be coming. Stay vigilant. Stay on top of this. We've got a little bit longer to go with this, and we have to stay on top of it. I'm hearing rumors, people asking questions about, is there going to be a curfew in Slidell? It's a distinct possibility that there could be a curfew before this weekend. We've had some activity late at night. We need to be able to curb that activity. We need to help people understand, if you're out on the streets after a certain hour, you better be there with a purpose, either going to work, coming from work, or going to the hospital. Anything else, you don't need to be on the streets at that hour. So there's a good possibility you might see a curfew. Just keep that in mind as we go forward. But as I say, be vigilant. Keep the social responsibility practices going with the groups and the distancing. And remember, we will all get through this together. Each of us looking out for each other, one to another. So with that, I'm Greg Cromer. your mayor. Thank you for the opportunity to visit with you today. Thank you for the opportunity to serve our community in this capacity. It's a true honor, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow with another message. Have a good evening.